Boys, everyone has an opinion, but few know the facts, okay? I get my in-depth match stats and analytics at AORtv.com for all your ratings, rankings, and rantings.
Hey guys, welcome to All Out Rugby TV. This week, in the first of a series of whiteboard encounters, well, that's if you like them, I'm speaking to Coach Mel about something that's become quite mainstream in rugby commentary and analysis, but I'm not sure that everyone knows everything about it. These overs and unders lines. Coach Zelling, talk me through it.
Okay, so overs and unders is terminology that comes from rugby league. Rugby union has borrowed it. Basically, they mean different things. In rugby league, an overs and unders line works like this. If this is the defender, this is the direction of possession, the source of possession. Here's your attacking runner. If the ball carrier takes an inside step like that, they call that an unders line. You attack the inside shoulder of the defender. And if he attacks the outside shoulder, they call that an overs line. That's got nothing to do with what we're talking about today. Rugby union, we talk an overs and unders line as a move, a sort of a mini move, and sometimes part of a set phase strike, where essentially you have two attacking players that run a switch without the ball, and a playmaker who chooses one of those guys based on where the defenders go.
Right.
So the essence of the move is this: if you've got two defenders marking these players and one of these defenders reacts to those lines, the playmaker hits the guy who runs into the space. So for example, if both these defenders are looking in, this man will see that his man runs an inside line, he'll compress slightly, it'll leave a space outside, and the playmaker will play the guy running the unders line.
Right.
If both defenders are looking at their opposite numbers and this man is taking a drift, this man here gets sucked inside, he's watching the playmaker. Let's say the playmaker takes the ball flat to the line. This guy running the outside line on his outside shoulder can coast through that line on a pass and he's gone.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the essential system of it. There's different ways of doing it. Whether you're doing it from a first phase strike or in general play, there's ways of doing it where this inside runner almost leaks out late. And this overs runner is a lot more obvious, but that's the essential concept over there.
Make it too complex. I'll tell you what though, so like in the good old days, even when I played rugby, look, I don't like rugby league, I must say. There's too few people on the field. But you know, it was quite a, your unders line was you try to fix a defender and then you moved off it. And then your playmaker would delay the pass slightly, either give you a short one, and that's how you beat the defender. I wonder if perhaps the defense has just become so good these days that it's not as easy to do it. So if we go back to your complex monstrosity here, if you're a defense coach, how are you going to defend against it?
So the exact opposite of what you're trying to do on attack. Essentially you want guys with eyes up so that they can register the threats. If you've got guys radar locked on the ball or radar locked on a ball carrier, they are susceptible to these kind of moves where you have attacking options shifting off the ball. If you're locked in on the ball, you lose your man, he's in space. So the trick there is to be able to keep an eye on the ball in your peripheral vision, but know exactly where the threats are coming from. When this outside runner makes a short line, you've then got to be part of your entire defensive press to the gain line and swim past him so that you can stay with the play.
Get sucked in,
You're in trouble.
Again.
Exactly.
Coach Zells, it's quite complex, but I think we've got a better understanding of overs and unders lines now. Guys, we'll catch you next week. Cheers.
Ciao.
The players continue shouting at the TV, boys. Go to AORtv.com to have your say by rating the players. AORtv.com for all your ratings, rankings, and rantings. Alright.